You've seen a ton of the thrills, ways to chill, restaurants and bars that will make Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas the ultimate vacation for all types of adventurers and families. But what about where you start and end your days on board? Your room, where you'll relax, recharge, and look forward to your next adventure. On this episode of Making an Icon, the innovators behind this first-of-its-kind vacation are showing and telling us what it takes to research, design, and create accommodations for everyone. Let's check out the new digs.
When I think about our accommodations, I think about how we approach the design of all of our new classes of ships. We think about it in 3 different ways. 1, traditional. 2, evolutionary. 3, revolutionary. Every single stateroom goes through a refresh of design, furnishings, technology, and really they're all new. It's a new staterooms for a new class of ship, and that brings all kinds of new additions to the experience.
Accommodations on Icon really are so well thought through. Every detail of the room was carefully scrutinized. We went through how far the charger is, how close the soap is. So every part of every stateroom on Icon really was intentionally built.
And the stateroom opens so nicely when you come in. You can't even know that there's steel inside.
Whether you're a young family or a group of friends on vacation, there's a perfect home base for you on Icon. Now, just where do you start when you're designing rooms for everyone? Like everything with Royal Caribbean, the first step was research with a fair share of trial and error.
We did a lot of guest research on the evolution of staterooms, as well as a lot of crew research. The crew is our absolutely the most valuable asset that Royal Caribbean has. They have told us that guests are bringing different types of things to maximize the usage of this space. So we've designed Icon's staterooms to maximize storage, really making sure that 7 days feels comfortable, feels like home.
It's actually been the longest design period we've ever undertaken. We actually started the mock-up process in our home office. We built a number of the new stateroom and suite categories, then just visiting the shipyard, seeing the mock-ups as they're being constructed. They're not built at the shipyard property. There's actually another facility that's about 30 minutes off-site, and it's a really high production factory line of stateroom.
If you can believe it, this entire process began more than 5 years ago. The research showed that in order to get it right, Icon needed a combination of rooms that offered more space, choices, and views. What came out of that are 28 types of accommodations, new categories and enhancements across all 2,805 of them.
Layouts have been done to give people more space so you can have separation between sleeping space and relaxing space and places to get ready. The design of the staterooms have really been thought through by the team in every different shape, dimension, angle, and so you find things that we've never done before.
What our guests are looking for is to be as connected as they can to the ocean, and we've been able to do that in each class, getting more and more of our staterooms externally. Even if the staterooms are internally now, they're facing parks or they're facing different areas of the ships internally in order for them to be able to also kind of have an outside view.
One of the priorities when we started working on Icon of the Seas was to really move in the direction of connecting your room experience to the outdoors, to the ocean, or in our case also Central Park and Surfside. We thought that there was a big advantage in marrying the concept to the stateroom itself that gave then a basically barrier-free expansion of the actual stateroom. So the stateroom really is much longer and has more usable space than the standard staterooms with balconies. And it's because they are free of the steel barrier that usually separates the outdoor from the indoor. That is giving space back for the guests when they're spending their time there. The fact that then you have the ability to sort of lower
that infinite balcony and you feel that connection to the outside that we know our guests know and love from a balcony, but you're able to have that versatility of then making that an interior space and making it another space that you can sort of hang out with within the room.
We're bringing the latest technology in order for them to have the best possible experience that they can within their staterooms.
We've continued to enhance our stateroom automation. And so the things that you'll be able to control in your room, we continue to enhance. That includes blinds, the ability to control your infinite balcony. All of those will be available on the typical touchscreen that we provide in your stateroom.
When it comes to our differentiators on suites on Icon, we have our sunset suites, which are in the app, and those are wraparound balconies. They have the connection to the ocean. You have your sneak peek into Surfside. That's really all about the view when you come in and you see those windows that are wrapping around. The Aquadome suites are really born from placing the Aquadome where it is today. You'll have a panoramic view that is really being enveloped by the Aquadome structures, and your window is looking through the Aquadome. So that's a very unique experience.
A lot of time and focus went into thinking of families. It's par for the course when you're creating the world's best family vacation. With a blank canvas like Icon, Royal Caribbean pushed the envelope and designed all new layouts and more options than ever before for families of 3, 4, 5, and more.
One of the things is we know that our guests like to travel with their families, whether it's parents and children or grandparents and children. Sometimes they're friends and they want to stay as connected as they possibly can. And so we've been very focused on how can we, one, expand the family space, but also how do we connect more cabins together so that you can have a multifamily experience.
If you look at an Oasis class ship, give or take approximately 25% of the staterooms are capable of accommodating a family of 3, 4 or greater. And with Icon of the Seas, that's 80% of the staterooms have that versatility and flexibility. It really is designed around this idea of family space.
The Family Infinite Balcony, you have features from the Infinite balconies, but even more. You have fun games in the room, you have a split bath, and you have my favorite feature, which is the kids' bunk, where each kid has their own TV. You can close it off with a curtain for privacy at night, but it still provides that sense of place where your whole family is together, but everyone has their own kind of space. We have the Surfside suite, which is a wide module that we haven't seen before, and it'll have a kids' nook where you can close it off with screens so the parents can have that privacy. Those are overlooking into the family neighborhood, which is Surfside. So the kids are going to be able to look out the balcony, look out the window, and see the fun that's happening in the neighborhood that was created just for them.
The Ultimate Family Townhouse really takes fun to the next level. We've brought in a fantastic movie theater, more play elements.
There's a slide. You can just hop past the white picket fence and jump in the pool. It's an amazing experience with lots of spaces and places that are really ideally suited for kids.
Your backyard is the Surfside neighborhood, the ocean, Splashaway Bay, Lemon Post Bar, the Water's Edge Pool are all part of what your backyard experience is from the Ultimate Family Townhouse.
We set out to create more staterooms for different types of families. We know that everybody's different, and we know that through the course of the next 15 years, guests will travel differently. Family structures will change, so adding different types of stateroom categories and building rooms specific to neighborhoods was really a big driver for Icon, and it's something that we really are very proud of.
The brand has evolved and we've become more and more focused on multi-generational families. And of course you have to have experiences and elements that really work for different age groups. And if you see and understand what Icon truly is, we deliver that and we tick every single box as it relates to the ultimate family vacation.
Years in the making, the rooms on this iconic new crib are continuing to take shape piece by piece. There's plenty to get done ahead of Icon's debut in January 2024. What comes next is the inspection of every single room and their final touches. Stay tuned for the next episode of Making an Icon.